Hey YouTube vinylers, this is Chris. I'm here to do a thread response. I've only seen one video on this thread, which was Randall Weaver, but I think that James Griffiths started it about genre-specific compilation albums. So I watched Randy's, and one of the albums he showed looked familiar, which I think was this one here, Mickey Most presenting English in groups. So that looked familiar, and with good reason, since that was the one I had, but that led me to this one, The Most Collection Volume 2. So you can see the artists there, Julie Felix, Peter Noon of Herman's Hermits, Lulu, the whole band Herman's Hermits, Hot Chocolate, and New World. So this is on Music for Pleasure. So there's a couple of songs from each one. Peter Noon does Oh You Pretty Things, which is a David Bowie cover. And Herman's Hermits do There's a Kind of Hush and My Sentimental Friend. And all these other people do things too. Lulu does The Boat That I Row. So, Mickey Most collection. I forget what year this was, but I can add it in if it's meaningful. And then I grabbed another two, just at random, sort of. Living Chicago Blues. This is on the Alligator label from 1978. This is volume 2. So Chicago Blues and Living. That narrows it down a little bit. It includes Carrie Bell's Blues Heart Band, Magic Slim and the Teardrops, and Johnny Big Moose Walker. So they each get 4 tracks on this thing, on Alligator. I think you can see the maybe the cut corner. I think Alligator was running a special a few years back, and like 25 for 25, or 25 albums for 50, or 10 albums for 25. I forget the exact thing, but this is one of them that I ended up with. And I've also got volume 6 from 1980, which includes Detroit Jr., Luther Guitar Jr. Johnson, Luther Johnson, and Queen Sylvia Embry. So there's the Queen at the bottom, Luther Johnson in the middle, and Detroit Jr. up top. So Living Chicago Blues. And now the rest of this is just primarily solo piano stuff that I have picked up over a while, and some of them may have had already, but this is the opportunity to show it or re-show it. So to start with, Piano Music of Argentina. So that is the genre-specific compilation here. Piano Music from Argentina. So this has 3 composers, Ginastera, Gustavino, and Astor Piazzolla, played by Nicholas Sivalov. So solo piano from Argentina. Keep this in alphabetical order. The next one is Danish piano music, as played by Ivar Mikashoff. Poul Ruders, Per Norgard, and Ib Norholm are the three artists. This is on the Paula label. From 1983. So Danish piano music. And next up is this compilation, Iberic Impressionist piano works. So these are Portuguese composers played by Manuela Gouveia on the Pavane Records label. Now, according to the liner notes here, the most important Spanish piano work or composition was Iberia by Albéniz. He's not on here, but they have the second most important, Manuel de Falla, and that's Fantasia Baetica. And there again, Claudio Carniero, Vasconcelos, Fernandez, Luis Costa, Felipe Perez. So, Portuguese or Iberian piano works. There's Korean piano music, played by Clara Min. Says this collects 5 of the most important Korean composers. You can see them yourself, I hope, rather than me trying to pronounce them. So, Korean piano music. Here's Latino American piano music, played by Irma Matrano. There's the composers: Villalobos, Mignone, Nazareth, Fabini, Ginastera again, Fariñas, and Caba. So I think 4 of these are Brazilian, one's from Uruguay, one's Bolivian, and one is Cuban. So, Latin American piano music. Now here's modern Italian piano. There's the 5 composers on here. I'm somewhat familiar with the first 3, Scalzi, Berio, and Dalla Piccola, but there's also Busotti and Evangelisti. So played by Elizabeth Klein. So piano music 1939 to 1990 from Italian composers. And piano music from Malta. So there's 8 composers shown there. There's the first 4. Camarelli is the one I'm most familiar with. And there's the other four refusing to focus. But Murray McLaughlin is the pianist that put this together. And he's also done several individual CDs or compilations of Charles Camarilli piano music. But here he's included on this compilation. So, music from Malta. And now we have the Navajo piano. So Connor Chi has used traditional Navajo chants and come up with those were the sources for his piano works. 15 original compositions. "12 Navajo vocables for piano and 3 Navajo preludes." The vocables are because they were based on the chants, so a vocal setting. And then he put out another album. That was 2014. This one's 2016. Connor Chi, Emergence. So some more original works, but based on traditional Navajo creation stories. And then the last two, I had an order on Amazon or eBay, and one of the items wasn't available, so the seller just substituted one at random, but luckily his random was he paid attention to the rest of my order. So this is what I ended up with, which was probably better than what I had originally ordered. Patrick Cohen is the pianist playing El Ultimo Adios. Music from Romantic Spain. So these are Spanish composers. There's the pianist, Patrick Cohen. There's the back of the CD. So 6 different composers, none of which I'm familiar with, but romantic piano music. There's the note from the seller. On the Glossa label. Not familiar with that label either. And then finally, Swiss composer. So this one is not strictly solo piano. This one is piano and flute combinations. Desmond Wright playing piano, Andrea Cole on flute, and there's the list of the 6 composers. Heschhoek, Sutermeister, Mueller, Zurich, Burkhardt, and Huber. Swiss Radio Broadcasting put this out. So the first one is solo piano, then 2 more piano pieces, another solo piano, then closes out with 2 flute and pianos, and then a solo flute piece at the last for Klaus Huber. So there's my genre-specific thread response. Now I'll have to go back and watch some of the other ones to see if I came close to what I was supposed to do. So thanks everybody for watching, and I'll see you later. Oh, and I had a comment on a earlier video about, that I keep forgetting to show a beer if I'm having one. So this is what I'm drinking tonight. It's called Worry by the Heretic Brewing out of California. So this is a golden blonde Belgian type ale, cured in Chardonnay barrels, unfiltered, unpasteurized, live ale, 10.6% alcohol. So there's a worrisome trend going on that, they're putting these higher alcohol things in, out, and now they're packaging them in bigger things. So here's a pint size rather than the normal 12 ounce or 11.2 ounce. So I don't know what they're trying to accomplish, but it seems to be working. So thanks everyone. Bye.